Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Oopsies. Sorry, I'm a little late. I had a little technical difficulty, and it's not even Mercury retrograde anymore, but here we are. Today is January 25th, 2023, and today's day 5. I'm so glad to be here with you. Let me know where you are in the world. And like always, I'm going to pull us a card for today's energy while we maybe wait for a couple more people to show up. I am in New York right now, on the East Coast, United States. Okay. What do we need to know for today? What is the energy for today? Our collective energy for today. Today we have a beautiful aspect in the sky. Sun in Aquarius, sextile to Jupiter in Aries. Sextiles are very beautiful. They're very flowy, but you need to do something with this energy. It's not just going to come to you. So today is a great day to talk about what we're about to embark on. Okay, what is the energy for today? January 25th. Ooh, this one wants to come out. Okay. And we have Temperance. I love this card. This is the Mystic Mondays Tarot by my friend Grace Duong. And Temperance is number 14. And in numerology, I really like the number 14 because 1 is the energy of leadership, pioneering, starting a new cycle, and 4 is foundations. And 4 is home, security, authenticity, safety. So these two together create Temperance, which is a Sagittarius card. I'm a Sagittarius rising. And Temperance speaks about synergy and integrating all the lessons you've learned, because this comes after death, number 13. So we've all come through a death period of our lives. We've purged a lot of things, and now it's time to integrate those lessons and to balance and have peace within ourselves. As within, so without, as without, so within. I actually was meeting with a new friend yesterday, and he is, kind of new to astrology, but understands like, simple concepts. And he was just talking to me about how the winter was really hard because there was no work coming in. He's a chef, and he was starting to like go back into old patterns of thinking, old limiting beliefs around money and scarcity. And he was really trying to stay positive and, like trying to remember that it's the winter time and it's time to rest. And I said, oh, it's because Mars was retrograde and Mercury was in retrograde at the same time. And Mars is our will and our energy and our desires, and Mercury is commerce. So it makes sense why a lot of people were having kind of a downtime. Maybe you were a little scared because no work was coming in and things that you wanted to do wasn't advancing forward. And that's completely normal because that was the time when we were a little bit more reflective and we were supposed to, like, not supposed to, but the energies were inviting us to be more internal and really deciding for the future for 2023 what it is that we really want, right? And so now that the planets are moving forward now and we've pretty much decided, or if you're not on that track, these are general energies, keep that in mind. We've decided what we want, Mars going forward, our desires, our ambition, and Mercury now is moving forward. And yesterday, finally, Mars finally moved a degree. It's been at the same 8 degree for like almost a month. So it's just been stuck there in the sky, building energy and accumulating energy. And I'm sure a lot of you feel like some built up of energy and like something's going to pop off. And yesterday it finally moved to 9 degrees. So Mars is finally moving and gaining steam. So this is the time to integrate those lessons that we've learned from that winter, from the fall. And a lot of people have been going through breakups, breaking up of friendships, because, Mars in a Gemini sign is the twins, it's duality, it's experiencing extreme contrast, so you understand like what you want in your space and what you don't. And also the sun being in Aquarius, which is a very collective community based sign. This is the time to now integrate those lessons, have some synergy, have some integration, so that when you start to make these moves with these very positive aspects in the sky, it's like now you're on your highest timeline. So temperance, I love this for us. So today is just a building upon what we spoke about yesterday. Yesterday we spoke about a higher power, whatever that means to you. It could mean God, goddess, universe, divine, spirit, and why that's important in this journey. And so just building upon that now, today is day 5, sadhana, a daily spiritual practice, which is basically what we're doing here every day for 40 days. We're meeting on here and we're doing some kind of spiritual practice. And I believe that this work is super effective when you're in a community, when we're engaging with each other, when we're sharing with each other. I personally am the belief that we should be healing in community and not individually, well, individually and collectively, but it's super powerful when you can do this work with others. Okay, so I'm going to read the little text at the top. Spiritual practice is not just sitting and meditation. Practice is looking, thinking, touching, drinking, eating, and talking. Every act, every breath, and every step can be practice and can help us to become more ourselves. This quote is by Thich Nhat Hanh, Your True Home. And I just want to say, I think it was or maybe it was yesterday when I spoke about my perception, my perspective on the difference between religion and spirituality. Religion will have us, some religions will have us show up to a temple or a church or a synagogue or a mosque once a week on a Sunday as our daily, as our devotion. But for me, spirituality is everything. It's literally our beingness. It's every song we sing, every word we say, every act, right? Everything is sacred. Even this, me showing up here on YouTube, is sacred. Me having my first breath in the morning, when I wake up, is sacred. Every single thing is sacred. And this whole experience of being here is a spiritual practice. It's a spiritual experience. So I'm just going to read, because it's a short day of writing. So here we go. Many ancient cultures and spiritual philosophies have some type of practice that could be called prayer. Many also incorporate meditation as a spiritual practice, even if it isn't called that. To me, prayer and meditation are times when I get centered and grounded within myself and with a higher power. Again, use whatever terms you want for these practices. You can call it a mindful practice, intention setting, stillness, or contemplation. Your higher power might be the universe, goddess, Mother Earth, nature, or the Force, as in Star Wars. Daily devotion is a time when you set an intention to quiet your mind and to notice and be aware of your inner world and the energy around you. This is a time when you can tap into the higher realms of your higher self, accessing your intuition to help guide you. This kind of stillness is something that the ego will take as a major challenge. The first step is getting past its intervention. After all, the psychological definition of ego is the identity of the individual self. In Freudian and Jungian psychology, the ego is defined as the center of your awareness and the framework of your individual being. When you have beliefs or ideas about yourself, that is your ego. You've probably heard someone say, wow, they have a really big ego, when that person boasts about himself or herself or themselves. This is not the ego that I will be referring to. I am referring to the spiritual ego, which is the part of us that feels separated from our spiritual consciousness. It is the veil that separates us from our universal consciousness. It is our perception of being separate from one another, the universe, source, and all things. Most spiritual philosophies point to our attachment to our egos as the cause of human suffering, and that may be a partial truth. But the ego is not a bad thing, and I spoke about this yesterday. In itself, it is quite necessary for our human experience. Spiritual practices and tools just help us to balance our ego with our spiritual essence, with the ultimate goal of integrating the two. I mean, every card has been so on point with the day's text. Connecting to our higher self and this higher power helps us remember our intention and vision. So, the first day we defined what manifesting means for us. Day 2 was about our vision that we have for our lives. Day 3 was our intention. And yesterday was about our higher power. So, every day we're just building upon what we've previously discussed. Okay, where was I? Take the time to get to this place, or if you have never tried it, give yourself some grace and take a shot at it. Listen and allow your heart and mind to open and allow what it is that needs to be birthed through your own consciousness. Create mindful rituals for your manifestation. For example, you could try setting a meditation schedule, drinking some cacao or tea before each intention setting practice, or pulling some tarot cards for guidance before you settle in. You might have heard the 5D or the fifth dimension by now, particularly if you're up on the spiritual zeitgeist. Other terms for the 5D are the unified field, unity consciousness, or the one life force energy, which connects us all to the infinite possibilities and timelines. In her book, Big Magic, which I reference a lot, Elizabeth Gilbert talks about how everyone can tune in to this creative field, but if you don't take action or what you find there, the ideal will go to someone else that the creator believes will bring it to life. Gilbert is articulating that there is a 5D, a unified field of all creative ideas that will ever be and ever were. Every song and every book has already been written, but you need to tap into this creative field to get the download. In order for us to access the 5D, we have to be patient and still. Have discernment for what's coming through, and then take action when a thought or an idea comes to us. In yoga, we commit to a sadhana, a daily spiritual practice. By creating a daily meditation practice and rituals, it helps you to connect to a higher power so you can access the infinite creative potential. Think of the exercises in this book as the beginning of your sadhana. Unhealthy patterns are broken through repetition. This is why we're meeting every day to break a pattern, really, and to create new ones. I believe daily rituals are a spiritual pathway to break the habits that no longer serve us and create new ones that support our evolution. So today's practice is try an invocation. This invocation I use to open up my prayers and meditation, and you can use it until you can create your own. And the go deeper exercise is to create an offering for Mother Earth, your ancestors, deity, God, or goddess. And I particularly like to do this when I'm asking for something, when I'm manifesting for something, because of the law of reciprocity and the universal laws, which now I'm thinking about how I wrote this book, and I probably should have put this in the beginning so that everyone understands what I mean. But the law of reciprocity is equal giving and receiving. There is no giving without receiving. And so it's really important when you are given something by the universe, by your own will, that you offer something, or when you receive it, you share that abundance with others. You share what you were given with others. And that could be in the form of time, energy, money, you know, so there's so many different energetic exchanges that you can offer that is not just money. So actually, I'm going to read the invocation. So if you want to just close your eyes right now, and you can use this until you create your own. And honestly, this just literally like it changes every day based on how I'm feeling. But in case you need to hear like an invocation to help inspire you. So I invite you to close your eyes right now and sitting with your spine straight, the crown of your head rooting up to the heart of the sky, your sits bones firmly planted into your chair or floor or wherever you are, feeling super grounded and in your body. And I invite you to take your left hand and place it on your heart space, your right hand and place it on your belly. And we're going to take a deep inhale to ground you at this moment, in the here and now, in the present moment. So from the belly, you're going to take a deep inhale through the nose. Inhale here. Filling up your lungs. Hold the breath. Exhale out through the mouth. Beautiful. Keeping your eyes closed, listen to the words that I'm about to say. I give thanks to the heart of the sky. Thank you to the sun, the moon, the stars, and the planets for creating the energetic shifts that I have been asking for. Thank you to my spirit guides for sending me the signs and synchronicities that lead me on my path. Thank you to the element of air for giving me right perception and mental clarity. I give thanks to the heart of the earth. Thank you to the roots of the trees that help me feel grounded to earth. Thank you to the ancient ancestors whose blood runs through my veins. Thank you to the keepers of this land, the Lenape people, or add your appropriate indigenous name here if it applies to where you live. Thank you to Mother Earth, Gaia, for all of the abundance and creative energy you nourish me with. Thank you to my plant allies and animal allies for supporting me on my of the waters. Thank you for the ebb and flow of life. When there's an ebb, I'm reminded of the abundance within me and the eventual flow of life. Thank you for the waters that purify and cleanse us of what no longer serves us. Thank you to the oceans, lakes, rivers, and streams. Thank you for allowing me to feel more into my emotions and co-create my reality with spirit. I give thanks to the heart of the fire. Thank you for the transmutation of what no longer serves me. Thank you for allowing me to burn away the limiting beliefs so that I can rise above my ashes. Thank you for the vision and the passion, the courage to follow my path. Thank you to all four directions, the north, the south, the east, and the west, my spirit guides and angels from the highest realms, for the good of all involved. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm just going to read the Go Deeper exercise in case you want to do this. When I create my offerings, it's very simple. It's more about the intention and the energy that you give versus what you are offering. It is, if it's a specific day, like the spring or fall equinoxes or the summer or winter solstices, I will buy special flowers for the occasion. I have a collection now of dried flowers that I save for offerings. On a new or full moon, I will offer the flowers to the earth as a gesture of gratitude. I will also say a little prayer for someone who needs it. We will explore the energetic properties of giving and receiving more on day 9. We offer something because we are saying thank you for what we have received and what we are about to receive. Your offerings can be anything that is biodegradable. You could also offer prayers, and you can offer like a healing thought to somebody who needs it in this time. So that is day 5. Tomorrow, just to look ahead, is day 6, which is one of my favorite days, signs and synchronicities. So today was a little bit shorter because some days are longer than others. And I hope you have a beautiful day. Take advantage of this beautiful energy today. Sun sextile Jupiter, Sun in Aquarius, Jupiter in Aries, and I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful day wherever you are in this world. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share this. Whoever wants to be on this 40-day journey, the link to buy my book is in the description box. If you would like a reading with me or a one-on-one session, I will never DM you. First of all, that's creepy. But if you want a one-on-one session with me, those links are down below as well. And yeah, have a beautiful day. See you tomorrow. Bye.